On the latest episode of the Family Chantel, Winter had a powwow with Chantel, and Chantel had a bone to pick with Royal about his marriage, and Chantel was found struggling in her school, and she went on a job interview of her dreams. Hello everyone, I hope everybody is doing well today. Welcome back to another review of Family Chantel, and this episode was definitely emotional. And I want to thank you, Soraya Hubson, for your support, and I highly appreciate it. The family is still at the photo shoot, and Royal shows up with his wife, missing the drama between Winter and Chantel, and he actually says he's seen her leaving. But that was not the case. Winter came back and she expressed herself to Chantel. She was like, I am not you, and stop trying to make me into you. She felt like she could never be a cookie cutter, and Chantel is trying to turn Winter into her. And Royal think when Chantel is always drama around. Chantel feel like Winter is okay with job belittling her because that's what she's used to. And Winter feel like it's the other way around. It's her that's always belittling her. There are some men and women out there who think abuse is normal because they've been in it so long. So I don't know if that's the case with Winter. She probably have not been physically abused, but people do abuse you mentally, like mind controlling and stuff like that. But I don't know if that's the case with Winter. But what I do know, that is the case with Royal and his wife Everett, because I feel like he's manipulating his wife to feel how he feel, because he brought up the situation with the club, how Chantel was twerking. He feel like married women should not be twerking. I want to know, the married people that's out there, how do you feel about a man thinking that's not how a married woman should carry herself? And Chantel feels some kind of way because she felt like she was trying to get to know Everett, and Everett actually threw her under the bus, saying that men was actually looking at her while she was twerking like they was thirsty. I like, if they single, I hope they would be looking. But it's up to the married person to say, hey, I'm taking. Okay? And I feel like whether you married or single, you should be able to twerk if that's what you feel like to do. I like, if it makes you happy, it gives you confidence, twerk away. I like, you don't want to see me twerk because my butt don't move. It's like looking at a still picture. A no-go. I'm telling you, a no-go. So don't ask me to twerk. Don't ask. Pedro also feels that Chantel's family is different from his because they wait and hold their emotions until it explodes instead of expressing itself at that moment. And which I think is not good, to hold your feelings in. How is someone gonna know if what you're thinking or how you feel if you do not say anything? So for those who hold their feelings in, please speak up so we can know what's going on. Chantel is at home packing for New York, and she informs Pedro this trip better not be the main focus of Alejandro, and she wants mostly all the attention on her. And don't forget it. As a young couple, they expresses their trouble in the bedroom, how they are not on the same schedule when it comes to sex. When he wants it, she don't want it. When she wants it, he don't want it. And she want to be confined to the bed, and Pedro want to do it all over the apartment. He want to do it in the kitchen. He want to do it in the living room. He want to do it in the bathroom, on the table. He want to do it everywhere. And that could be frustrating to their marriage. when they get to New York, they going to burn it down with all the sex and everything. And they gonna get it kinky because she has a sex outfit that she put on for Alejandro when they was in the apartment. Okay? She had her sexy outfit. I like, there ain't nothing wrong with getting sexy, dressing up for one of your spouses once in a while. And role playing and getting kinky a little bit, ain't nothing wrong with it. Only for your spouse. That's it. Come here, sexy boy. Come here, sexy boy. That's all the sexy you get from me on this channel. That's it. You don't get no more sexy than that. Karen is freaking hilarious. Yes, she is. Cause this scene that she talking about a Ponderosa had me dying, son. Yo. Her husband had to look at her like, girl, what are you talking about here? About her freaking Ponderosa with the coil, how it brings her peace, because her children is bringing all the drama to her, and she want peace in the forest. I'm sorry. That was funny. I'm all about spouses having hobbies. No matter how weird their hobbies are, long as it's not breaking the bank and it's not hurting no one, support your spouse's hobbies and just be supportive and let them be creative in whatever their heart desire. And if that brings them peace unto them, that's all I can say. And I think that's what Karen's husband did. He just supported her and just kept quiet. I'm sorry. That shit was funny. I'm sorry. It was funny. Nicole and Pedro arrives to New York, to the city that never sleeps. And that title holds in New York because people never sleep in New York. That is correct. And Pedro want to go ice skating because they cannot do it in DR. And then you have Alejandro explaining how he like his appearances, and he speaks $6,000 in cologne, and he likes to work out and everything. And he says he is a manager. And then they show him meeting up with his family. Clearly Alejandro and his family is Spanish, but I think they Americanized Spanish because the uncle and the cousin seem like he don't have, like they have an Americanized accent. And to me, Alejandro seems like he has an Americanized accent, but sometimes he throw a Spanish accent in there, but I don't think it's a real accent. I don't really think he talk like that. I think he has an Americanized voice. That's just my opinion. And they discuss Nicole. And they ask him, why do you want a long distance relationship? And he like, they vibe and they think there's a connection. And they ask him, is Nicole is the one? And he sits on his coffee. This is a sign right here that Alejandro is clout chasing for TV. I'm sorry to say it, but that's the feeling I get. Alejandro just want to be on TV, and he really doesn't love Nicole. And I think the feeling is mutual with Nicole too. Because Nicole just want to come to New York and get out of DR. So I think the feelings are mutual of them both using each other. Just my opinion. The scene with Pedro ice skating was hilarious. And I actually love this couple because it's like they are growing and they continue to grow and they learning to how to connect with each other each day. That's what it seems like to me. And I like how Chantel was helping him with the ice skate with the penguin. And let me tell you, Pedro was busting his behind on that ice skate, and I love every minute of it. It cracked me the hell up. It did. And we could tell Chantel know how to ice skate, and they was actually ice skating in Bryant Park. So, but there's other places that you can ice skate at Rockefeller Center, and then you have at Prospect Park, because in the winter, Prospect Park has an ice skating rink as well. But I like going to Rockefeller Center because you see people do all kind of tricks on the ice, but you have to pay for that one. And it's always crowded, and you can listen to the music when it plays. So I think that's dope. I like all of them. And while he's ice skating, he want hot chocolate. I said, that sounds delicious. Who don't like hot chocolate with marshmallows in it and some whipped cream? And then you get it all over your face. Oh my God. I'm talking about the whipped cream. You got the whipped cream all over your face. I just love the scene with Karen and Winter in the car had broken my heart, because Winter feel like Chantel don't love her. And I don't know where that's stemming from. From Winter. And Karen actually want her daughters to talk and become on one accord and get along. And I'm like, that is so sad to have a sibling and you think your sibling don't love you. I feel like if you're not getting along with your siblings and you feel some kind of way, I think you should have an adult conversation, either over the phone, or you could go out and have a cup of tea, coffee, with some food, some breakfast, and just talk it out. And actually, if you really want to mend your relationship, go see a counselor on how you could better your relationship with yourself if you want to. I think every child have a right to have a bond with their siblings and have to go stronger. As siblings get older, the relationship probably step apart because people have their own lives as they get older, so it could put a strain on rebuilding building the bond with your sibling. Karen actually reassures her and tell her that Chantel actually loves her. I don't know why Winter feel like that. But Winter actually went to see a surgical doctor about her weight with her mom for support. So I understand that. And the doctor tell her that she is a lot overweight for her age. And in the long run, it's best to get the surgery so she can live longer. And Winter is having mixed emotions about this at this point. Because if she don't have the surgery, she could feel comfortable with herself. And if she do have the surgery, it could save her life in the long run. So the doctor tell her to go home and think about it. Let me tell you something. I'm not all for plastic surgery for the fun of it. But if it's have to do with surgery that have to save your life, I'm all for it. But I've noticed people who get these surgeries to lose weight and they don't maintain it, it actually gains the weight back. So if you're going to do this surgery, you have to maintain the weight loss. And you have to exercise daily with proper nutritious meals so you can keep the weight off. Because I think people be doing surgery just for fun. That's just my opinion. Pedro and Chantel wakes up from the hotel and they have their continental breakfast. And This is the day that they go meet Alejandro. Pedro actually checks his Nicole's Instagram page to see what Alejandro look like. And he don't like nothing about him. He don't like his face. He don't like this. And why do he smile like that? And Nicole had the chance to throw a jab and she takes it. She said Nicole is smiling in all her pictures because she gonna get that green card. I beg to differ on that. Cause later we gonna find out the real deal. And so he has a list for Alejandro to ask. So they get to Skylight Dinner on 34th Street, because that's where. And here come Alejandro coming in, and he sits down. And he said, "Why you so confident? Why you so confident? What is this? What is this? You paint Hannah on your bed." The dude is actually dyeing his beard, and he actually has the cut, and the guy is just staring at Pedro like, "Are you crazy?" And Alejandro don't feel intimidated by Pedro. He just being cool, calm, and collective. And Chantel interrupt and say, "Get to the list." So Alejandro said, "You have a list for me?" I like Pedro don't even ask nothing on the list, because Pedro feels some kind of way to Alejandro. He asked him, "What do you do?" He said, "I am a manager at a cell phone company and I am a bartender." So Alejandro has 2 jobs. Yeah, he needs those 2 jobs to pay for $6,000 worth of cologne. And New York rent is stupid high. And for you to afford rent in New York, you either have to be on government assistance, have a roommate, or you have to have a really good job to afford rent in New York. And plus $6,000 worth of cologne. I'm just saying. So I see why he got 6 jobs. And then he asked him, "How do you get here?" He said, "Are you from the U.S.? He said, "No, I'm from Dominican Republic. But been here 5 years on a tourist visa." Alejandro dropped a bomb. OMG. Yo, he said he is married. I cannot believe it. I said, what? I'm sorry. I like, why is Nicole messing with a married man? OMG. I think that was the secret that Nicole was hiding from her family. Not because she wanted to go to New York. That the man she messing with is a married man. I like, is he planning to get a divorce from his wife and be with Nicole? I'm confused what is going on here. And at this point, I don't like Alejandro right now, because I don't like people doing this to their other spouses. I think spouses should be clear on what they want. If you don't want the other spouse, make it clear and take actions to do the necessary steps to get out of the situation. That's just my opinion. Before you start messing with somebody else, I don't believe in bringing somebody in a third party. I see if the person is willing to do it, but people should be upfront about that. Some people might be willing to do it, but not me. I know. Y'all do bring me in a third party situation. Oh my God. I'm like, you're not going to have God be throwing fire on me. No. We're not doing that. And next episode, I think you're going to see the controlling side of Royal. And Greg was breaking down crying. So I think the next episode is going to be emotional and good as well. And I think the Chantel family need counseling. All of them. Alejandro, you a clout chaser. If you a clout chaser, if I ever seen one, child. I don't know you, but I know you a clout chaser. That's for sure. Oh, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.